But original CAW Creators are the pillar, I would say, of it's them that keep it going. Look at 2K19. If it wasn't for the community creations, that they would have died. Welcome back to the channel. I am the friendly neighbourhood Mewmin, and if you are new here, this isn't the usual setup. If you're a fan of the channel and you've been here a few times, this is now where we're at. Bit of an upgrade. We've finally got the keys to the house. I built a little studio. The PWA universe is back. Final Fantasy VII had to take precedent in my setup. But I'll go through that in another time. But first of all, I want to thank you. The response in the last video, not just from the views, but the comments, proper discussion from CAW Creators, it's been overwhelming. My phone's constantly been buzzing with comments and stuff like that. I pinned a comment asking, what would you do if you was in charge, and what do you want to see to WWE 2K26? And this video is breaking things down that seem to come up the most. So here is my wish list as a core content creator, and basically it's run by you guys. You have put this together, and I'm just going analysing the results, really. So the number one theme that seemed to be simple is some sort of, we want better tools, not just better looks, more parts. We want better tools. Independent scaling for hands, feet, and arms and body. More proportional body control, not presets. Sliders actually affect the silhouette of your character. And if you build an original wrestler's body morphing and body shape, two cores that shouldn't be the same because of sliders caps. That, although it's been confirmed that some sort of body morphing and face morphing is in, it just did seem to come up a lot that an actual in-depth body scaling should be in the game. So that was the first thing that I seemed to come up the most. So thank you for those who mentioned that. And there was so many comments to go through to thank each individual people. I really do thank you for that. And just put your comments down below if you was one of them. So another thing, face and texture system overhaul. So although face textures are pretty good and I'm pretty good at them, and I do feel you can make some amazing results, it is old and it does need a revamp. I don't think the face texture mapping it and the ways you put, even across in logos as well, I don't think it's changed since like 2K15. So that does need a bit of an overhaul. We're on next gen only now, or current gen, depending on how you want to see it. Higher resolution limits, better blending between skin and game, fix the lighting to mismatch on custom faces. Sometimes the lighting on your entrance is completely different than what you see in the creation suite, and it's also again completely different than what is actually in ring. So things like that needs to be fixed. And a separate aging and skin detail, that'd be really, really good if you could just add some more age to the texture once it's on there. I mean, I've got videos on how you can do that anyway. It might be something you can add in game afterwards. Right now, you can make incredible face textures, but we can make awesome and go even further with the right tweaks to the face texture system. Attire and material control, another big one, materials and logos. So matte, leather, latex, I think it's a bit time they upgraded this. There should be a lot more. I mean, in this room now I've got wooden panels here, desk. You know what, in real life there's a lot more materials than what you can choose from in the game. Some of them are a big hit, some of them are a big loss, and depending on the attire preset you choose, it doesn't always work. Shine sliders actually matter, and better transparency control on your logos, because sometimes it just hit or miss. And less stretching of the logos. I don't get why when you start to blend around the logos, it goes into that rainbow colour. They just need better mapping overall when it comes to logos. Original creators aren't recreating TV gear. We're inventing brands and gimmicks and promotions. So we need to be catered for. Otherwise, we might just jump ship eventually and go somewhere else. Number 4, movesets and entrance identity. This has surprised me. Entrances came up a lot. Now, I know there's going to be some tweaks to it, but again, I do think there's a lack of, what really always irks me is you've got to come out with your belt, and your belt's over your jacket. If it's an open jacket, it should be under the jacket. That role has always irked me. Belt physics have never been the greatest on any 2K game or any wrestling game since I can remember. I remember there was tiny before 2K came along. More generic entrances that aren't tied to WWE stars would be good. Just some regular ones. I know they've got things out of AEW, for example. Kenny Omega's always been one that's knocking around. AJ Styles before he was in WWE. Better idle animations. I think that'd be good. Entrance camera control. And we've got that kind of thing anyway, and people do use that to great success. So that's already in there. More music styles, not licensed themes, just more music you can choose from. Now, I know people are going to say, what about custom music? But with the licensing issues that I gravitate to, that's just going to be something they're going to not ever put in, I'm afraid. It's just never going to really happen. When everything screams this belongs to a WWE superstar, it breaks immersion for original universes. So something does need to be added to that. That said, it's a WWE game, so I kind of get why it doesn't always seem to have some sort of original. There's always some sort of WWE in there, isn't there, whenever you're doing things. Okay. So universe mode for original promotions needs a bit of an overhaul as well. And universe mode was probably the most passionate action in the comments section. People are really, really passionate when it comes to their universes. Sometimes they don't let go of their ego. They want you to join theirs rather than use yours. I've always said I always create the PWA universe, which is obviously there. And I let anybody use. They can build a brand from scratch, and people will come along and go, I'd rather use my own, which is fair enough. So they could just put Chan Hardy and he'll dominate that roster instead. But people are really, really passionate when it comes to original universes, and I think those people that are continuously buying the game need to be rewarded in some sort of core-focused animations or things like that. So custom branding that actually sticks. Better title tracking. It'd be cool if you could just import, or at least just a section, add some previous championships history to your title. I remember when I used to do this back in the day. I used to actually put the title on people and then take it off them and then put it on them, just so it had an history straight away before I even started universe mode. I think faction logic needs to be improved. Random run-ins when there are rivals and things like that. Random rivalries just happening. Better storylines. Maybe integrate GM storylines with universe. I just think the potential is there to have a really good universe mode for a massive game. And less WWE hardcore presentation. We need some more options in the essentials part, like sports and stuff like that. But anything options that can pull us out of the WWE bubble and give us a more original universe that doesn't require loads and loads and loads of over editing in editing suites, better for the player. If you run a full core universe, you fight in the game half the time. It's as simple as that. Okay, another one, community and creator protection. This one kind of matters to me personally because I do have calls before that have actually been stolen and people masquerading as their own. So I just think it'd be cool that we get better reporting tools for stolen logos, credit systems for shared assets, protection against re-uploads. There is still ways around it. You can download something, put the logo somewhere else and re-upload it in your own image. The core community thrives on creativity, but that creativity needs protecting. So if you are someone like me who creates lots and lots of cores, if you want that protecting, I do think that is something that needs to be done. To be clear, WWE 2K though has really made some progress in the last few years. Since 2K22, it's become on leaps and bounds. But original core creators are the pillar, I would say, of how this game bought. It's them that keep it going. Look at 2K19. If it wasn't for the community creations, that they would have died. 2K20 fell on its ass, and 2K19 saved them. So look at the community and how they kept that game going for up until 2K22. If original core creators are the pillar of the community, as I said, these are the areas that need attention for us. Otherwise, we're going to switch off, and people are already dropping off. I know several people have left the community with these kind of games. So if that keeps happening, there's not going to be many around. Let me know in the comments. Anything that I miss? I think story section has actually been missed. I'll go over that now. Some sort of story creator does need to be in it. I think it's about time it came back. It's been asked as much as GM mode, and we got GM mode, but story creator is definitely something that needs to be added to the game in some sort of aspect. There's going to be some more videos coming up to 2K26, face texture tutorials, that sort of thing. But that's it, really. Let me know what you think. Let me know, as I said, in the comments if there's anything that I missed. I'm the friendly neighbourhood Mewmin. I'll see you around the block.